Mikel Allardyce just narrowly wins the game. Or should I say accidentally wins the game, because Jesus actually scored a hat-trick. But if you watch the first half of this game, this was practically Mikel Allardyce, because the only thing that I could see was crosses. I didn't see any. Okay, I watched a few bits of the first half. I watched certain segments, and then I watched maybe from like 30 minutes, is it 20, to up until the final half, but I did not see anything. All I saw were crosses. And what surprised me more is why was he playing Sterling on the right side when we know that he's good on the left side? I think this is sabotage. He wants to make Sterling look bad so that he can continuously play Trossard and Saka in their preferred positions. Even though, I don't know, for me Trossard has always come as a he's a second half player, like especially at Arsenal. At Brighton, yeah, he could manage the first half, but I feel he's more effective for Arsenal if he comes on in the second half. And when I say he was prime Mikel Allardyce in the first half, the only thing I could see was crosses. I couldn't see the ball on the ground, like someone trying to dribble and do something, because even Yawari, he would I don't know, he was holding it for too long and he wouldn't really make the right decision. But the only thing I saw was crosses, crosses, crosses. Some of them reached, some of them didn't. And Mikel Arteta, here's the thing with him. For me, he's still a new manager because we don't really know much about him. He burst onto the scene in the 1920 season when he stepped away from Guardiola's technical bench and decided he wants to be a manager. And then now, with certain managers, we know certain characteristics, like Jose Mourinho, defensive football, we know a bit of his character. By the third season, he usually loses the squad. Same thing with Guardiola, except he doesn't have that third season curse, but I think there's some players he does, because as you've seen with stories of Ibrahimovic, who's this guy, Yaya Toure, and also some of the Bayern players have also said that his methods were a bit slightly, over the board. I think that's something Manchester City players will start to review in future. But with Mikel Arteta, you just don't know what. Okay, he's given us a plan, because I can't say the guy is useless, because Mikel Arteta really transformed Arsenal from Banter FC to now actually competing for the not okay, escorting Man City. I can't really say competing because they will bought it. So let's just say they escort Man City. Yes, they escort them to escorting Man City. That's a big change, but I think he's trying too much to be like Guardiola. Thomas Partey as right back, Lewis Kelly playing as left back, even though he's a midfielder. He's trying to do all these inversions when the best thing to do, let people play in their best positions like Carlo Ancelotti. And he is feeling pressure from the Arsenal supporters. Otherwise, this game's scoreline can be a bit, how can I say this? It can be a bit deceiving because most of the goals came when they made the subs. By subs, I mean they put on most of the players that are in their starting 11. Like the A team. They put most of the players that were in the A team into this match, which means that team can't even beat Crystal Palace. Their B team cannot beat Crystal Palace. Because Jesus, yeah, it was a good hat-trick, even though I suspect the second goal might have been offside, but you know what? We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It's good that Jesus actually scored goals, and it wasn't from crosses, because there's no way Saliba was now fighting to become the top scorer at Arsenal. Also Gabriel. But Nketiah there got a goal, which is very good. But this scoreline, it's hiding a lot of problems. I just hope that Arsenal or Mikel Arteta can build a team that doesn't rely so heavily on Odegaard and Saka. Because without those two, they turn into prime Stoke City. They'll just be crosses. They'll just, even if they don't know where they'll just cross it. And for goodness sake, play Sterling where he's supposed to play. If you give him a chance, let Sterling play where he's supposed to play. Don't put him in a wrong position and say, no, he's a bad player. No. Put him in his best position. Maybe 2 or 3 games to see what he does. If there's nothing, we can confirm he's a flaw. But give the man a chance. Give the man a chance. He deserves it. Because you did buy him for all that amount of money. And another thing, like, what's up with Mikel's signings? Because he's signing people that he barely uses or are ineffective. Because the amount he paid for, what's this one, Sterling, he could have bought a young player and probably a winger or striker just to provide more competition and more options. Like, some of the spending doesn't make sense, but that's a video for another day. Otherwise, this scoreline is very deceiving. Things only got better in the second half when they subbed in most of their best players. So, yeah, Arsenal accidentally beat Crystal Palace. And I shouldn't be talking too much because Manchester United is playing Tottenham. Anyway, I hope all goes well for tomorrow. United, Tottenham, but Arsenal, good ups. I mean, big ups to you for beating or accidentally beating Crystal Palace.